I'm about to. And good evening, baseball fans, back here at Veterans Memorial Park here in Bristol, Florida, just inside the Eastern time zone line for our final game of the night here on day 4 of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament. Brought to you live on the internet here at jockjive.com. Jason Thompson here for what we could call the final of the winner's bracket. The lone 2 unbeatens left, Marianna and Shalimar. Shalimar with their white, green, and black tops with the black pants will send the following lineup to the plate against Marianna's pitcher, Cameron Odom. 12 is the pitcher, Jace Brown. 15 is Aaron Rowell at third. 5 is Ben Otten at first base. 13 is Joshua Knoll at short. 42 is Isaiah Johnson in center field. 4 is Trey Edwards in left. 8 is Carson Hines Wheeler behind the plate. 3 is Tristan Jackson at second. 6 is Dylan Morocco in right. 21 is Landon Rumfelt. 11 is Mikhail Johnson. 14 is Joshua Molman. Reggie Stocker is the Shalimar manager. Donnie Brown and Sean Thornton Wheeler, the assistant coaches. For Team Marianna, wearing the purple tops with the white stripe down the side, white pants, and the black numerals and letters with the white trim. Defensively for them, across the infield from left to right, from third to first, is number 5, Jake Harris. 9 is Brady Brock. 24, Caleb Thomas. 4 is Isaiah Spencer. The outfield from left to right. Number 1 is Jacoby Hall. 13 is Aaron Johnson, and 42 is Corey Williams. Behind the plate is 22, Trent DeFelix, and on the bump is number 12, Cameron Odom. The number you see on the screen is the number if you want to text a shout-out to your favorite player or team. That number is 850-380-7267. Again, 850-380-7267. As we're about to get underway, the Marianna pitching staff, 40 strikeouts in 3 games. And the first pitch to Jace Brown at 8:25 is a strike called. The winner of this one will get San Antonio tomorrow at 9 a.m. San Antonio edging Fort Meade in an elimination game 6-5. The pitch is swung on and hit to center field. It will drop for a base hit. Now this is where Shalimar is going to win the ball game right here if they were over what's been an unstoppable Marianna squad. This Shalimar squad loves to run. Whether it's stealing bases or trying to get the extra base on a bloop single or trying to score on any wild pitches or advance, they love to force the issue. So this will be key for Shalimar. It is a ball 1 high to Aaron Rowell. Odom is set, and the 1-0 is a ball upstairs. He checked his swing but did not go around. Two and 0 to Rowell. The 2-0 low and away for ball 3. Marianna coming in with a combined score of 35-1 in 3 games. And to go with those 40 strikeouts. The 3-0 to Rowell right down the pipe for strike 1. Sun is hiding behind the clouds and is starting to set here in Bristol. What was an ugly early afternoon, turning into a very nice evening here at Veterans Memorial Park. That is a strike 2 called as Odom trying to battle back from a 3-0 deficit. Ben Otten is the first baseman. He waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is strike 3 called. Runner headed down to second. He'll be safe. As Rowell thought he had drawn the walk, and he started sprinting down to first before the umpire rang him up. But again, Brown off on the pitch. He steals second base. One down here for the left-handed hitting Ben Otten with the runner at second for Shalimar. Swing and a miss by Otten. It's 0-1. Like I said, I would not be surprised if Rowell is going to be moving sometime during this at-bat. As we mentioned, they love to force the issue on the base pass. That is a strike 2 call. Again, a single by Jace Brown, and he takes ball 1. 1-2 the count. As we're at the bottom of the half hour here in Bristol, Florida, the 1-2 pitch just missing outside. Now 2-2. It's Joshua Knoll, the shortstop, waiting on deck. It is strike 3 called. So Odom with his second strikeout after giving up the leadoff single. Joshua Knoll, the shortstop, to the plate. That is strikeout number 42 for Marianna pitching. Don't know if Florida keeps state records, but boy, they are. If it's not a record, it would have been. Strikeouts by a pitching staff for a tournament as Joshua Knoll to the plate. The pitch is a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Odom threw 37 pitches yesterday. It's why he's eligible. The only one that cannot pitch tonight is Trey Edwards. He threw 77 yesterday, which means he cannot pitch unless they make it all the way to the if game. Strike called. Because it's 48 hours if you pitch, I think it's beyond 66 pitches, but the game's tomorrow, 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is going to be the championship game. The pitch is low and away. I believe that's going to run the count full here. It is, 2-2. Brown the runner at second as Odom misses for ball 3 as he bounced a little bit out there thinking he may have had him, or he was trying to body English the ball in the zone. Will the runner be moving on the 3-2 pitch? Here it comes. It is outside for ball 4. Odom, with his hands over his head, thought he had it. So 2 runners on here for Shalimar. As Isaiah Spencer comes out to calm down his pitcher, Odom. Isaiah Johnson, the center fielder. Isaiah Johnson takes strike 1. The pitch is up and in. Runners thought about it, and they go back. Count now 1-1. Odom throwing a lot of pitches here in this first inning. Again, the runner at second is Jace Brown. The runner at first is Joshua Knoll. The pitch is swung on, hit down the right field line. That's a fair ball going down the line. 1 run is going to score, and I think 2 runs are going to score. It's going to be a 2-run triple for Shalimar. And on 1 hit by Shalimar, they have scored more runs than Marianna has allowed in 3 days. 2-0 Shalimar. Johnson lacing the ball right down the right field line all the way to the fence. So a leadoff single by Jace Brown, a 2-out walk by Joshua Knoll have netted 2 runs for Shalimar. Again, as we said, Marianna has outscored the opposition 35-1 until that base hit. It's a strike. So Marianna with its first taste of adversity here in this tournament, that is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-2. Sun is about to set behind the tree line out there at left center. The pitch is low and away for ball one. I believe the count is 1-2. As Carson Hines Wheeler waits on deck. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. But the big story, a 2-run triple down the right field line by Isaiah Johnson has put Shalimar up 2-0 here in the top of the first. Again, the 2 runs is 1 run more than Marianna has allowed in 3 days here at the major state tournament. To the bottom of the first we go. Marianna will send the following lineup to the plate against pitcher Jace Brown. Number 4 is Isaiah Spencer, the first baseman. 9 is Brady Brock, the shortstop. 12 is Cameron Odom, the pitcher. Number 1 is Jacoby Hall, the left fielder. 22 is Trent Felix behind the plate. 24 is Caleb Thomas at second. 42 is Corey Williams in right. 2 is Parker Willis. 13 is Aaron Johnson in center field. 5 is Jake Harris at third. 38 is Coleman Reagan, and 8 is Sergio Womble. Mason Brock is the Marianna manager with Jonathan Thomas and Letitia Opferman, the assistant coaches. For Team Shalimar on the infield from left to right, from third to first, will be number 15, Aaron Rowell. 3 is Joshua Knoll. 3 is Tristan Jackson. 5 is Ben Ott in the outfield from left to right. Number 4 is Trey Edwards. 42, Isaiah Johnson. 6 is Dylan Morocco. Behind the plate is number 8, Carson Hines Wheeler. And number 12, the pitcher, is Jace Brown. Reggie Stocker, the Shalimar manager, along with Donnie Brown and Sean Thornton Wheeler, the assistant coaches.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back to action here in the bottom of the first, where if you're a Marianna fan and you're just tuning in late, yes, the score is correct. A 2-out triple down the right field line, going opposite field, Isaiah Johnson lacing one down the line as Jace Brown and Joshua Knoll both score to give Shalimar a 2-0 lead. As Isaiah Spencer will come to the plate. As the left-handed hitting Isaiah Spencer, who did have 2 home runs in a previous game, to the plate. The pitch from Jace Brown is outside for a ball. It'll be Isaiah Spencer, Brady Brock, Cameron Odom. Here in the bottom of the first, Marianna, for the first time in this tournament, is trailing the pitch. Strike called in the outside corner. Again, the winner will get San Antonio at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The loser, Liberty County, at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The pitch swung on and to left field, and it will be caught out there by Trey Edwards for out number 1. Between the sun setting outside and the glare off the lights inside the press box. Kind of hard to find that ball. Brady Brock, the shortstop. As he steps out. Shalimar's machine pitch team playing in the final of the winners bracket in the B division. Other game going on now in the traditional division, Okeechobee and Bartow. The winner of that game will punch a ticket to Lumberton. The pitch is up and in for ball 2. As Florida plays machine pitch in the state of Florida, but both the champion and runner-up in the traditional division will be headed to Lumberton, North Carolina. The winner will get the choice of which one they want to be in. The pitch is low. I believe that's ball 3. The 3-0 pitch is outside, and a 4-pitch walk to Brady Brock. In comes Cameron Odom as he looks to help his own cause. As I do a yay for the fact that the sun is finally set behind those trees out there. Beautiful sight here in Bristol with the cloud cover. Again, Brady Brock, the runner at first. He just drew a 4-pitch out walk here with 1 out. Long look by Brown. He's been set there for a while, and Odom says, I'm going to step out for a second. Again, a 2-run triple has Shalimar up on Marianna. That's the first time they've trailed in this tournament. Pitch to Odom is low for a ball. As Jacoby Hall waits on deck. Jacoby Hall with home run power. He already has a home run in this tournament. Isaiah Spencer has 2. The pitch. Inside, gets away from the catcher, and the runner will take second. That's Brody Brock on the wild pitch. Now 2-0. Now if you're Shalimar, you got the rare lead on Marianna. Got to throw strikes. You don't want to be in a position where you're giving it back. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is a strike called. It's 2-1. Brown again, the long look. And he'll bring it home on 2-1 outside for ball 3. Reminds us a lot of young man for Fort Meade who would pause for about 5 or 6 seconds after he came set. Surprised that not a lot of San Antonio players are calling time after that long pause. Brown, again, stoically with the ball in front. We'll throw it on 3-1. It's low and away for ball 4, and this is going to be trouble. A pair of walks with 1 out to Jacoby Hall, who does have home run pop in that bat. Two 2-0 our score. Shalimar with a 2-run, 2-out triple. The difference for now. The pitch to Hall is behind him to the backstop. Now the runners are at second and third. And with that, time is called. We believe this is manager Reggie Stocker making the slow walk out to the mound. The Summer of Dixie is underway between now and mid-August. Jock Jive will be streaming all of this tournament, plus the AAA, Ozone, and T-Ball DYB state tournaments in Sebring. That'll start, I believe, in 11 days. The Dixie Baseball 15U and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series. The AA, AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. The pitch, low and away for ball 2. Shalimar with the first ever lead on Marianna, but are in danger of giving it right back. The 2-0 is low for ball 3. Not where you want to be if you're Shalimar. As Hall with the 3-0 pitch is headed home, and it is low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. The bases are loaded. So after getting Isaiah Spencer and his 2 home runs to fly out to left, he has given up 3 straight walks as Trent DeFelix to the plate. DeFelix has had a couple of extra base hits in this tournament. A long look in by Jace Brown. And the pitch is a ball. 5 straight balls now. And 9 of the last 10 pitches. Actually make it 13 of the last 14 pitches out of the strike zone. Felix with the 1-0 count. The 1-0 that's in there for a strike. Long look in by Jace Brown. There's nowhere to put him. The 1-1 pitch is a strike 2 on the inside corner. As Jace Brown, who's put himself into this bind with 3 walks, can get himself out of it with 1 more pitch. Again, it is Brock at third, Odom at second, Hall at first. Long look in. And the pitch missing upstairs for a ball, now 2-2. Caleb Thomas open to bat this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the catcher, Trent DeFelix. 2-0 the score, Shalimar on top. The 2-2 pitch outside for ball 3. And definitely the biggest pitch of the early going of this one. About to be thrown here by Jace Brown. Base is full of Marianna ball players. Brock at third, Odom at second, Hall at first. The payoff pitch to Trent DeFelix is swung on and missed for the strikeout. Big pitch by Jace Brown. But not out of the woods yet. Caleb Thomas now will stroll in with the bases loaded. Marianna has loaded him up without a base hit. As Brown will step off. Again, Shalimar with the 2-run triple from Isaiah Johnson lead the undefeated Marianna squad here 2-0. The pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. Corey Williams hoping to bat this inning, but needs Thomas to extend it. The 0-1 in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Boy, what a lift this would be for the visiting squad to get out of this one. Had bases loaded with one out. He got a strikeout for out number 2. And he has Thomas here, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is low for ball 1. Reading body language, Brown was hoping for strike 3 there. Ball and 2 strikes to Caleb Thomas. Bases chock full of purple shirts. The 1-2 to Thomas is low and away for ball 2. Again, Brady Brock at third on a walk. Cameron Odom at second with a walk. Jacoby Hall at first with a walk. 2-2 here. In the bottom of the first, the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Jace Brown, who walks him loaded, gets out of it with a pair of strikeouts. 3 left on for Marianna. To the top of the second we go when we get back. Shalimar coming to bat, leading 2-0. And again, you're listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
At Conyers Hardwood Flooring, we want you walking all over us. Conyers has been serving the Big Bend area since 2005 and provides all types of flooring materials and labor. Conyers Hardwood Flooring does nail-down installation, sand and finish hardwood floors, refinish existing hardwood floors, and more. Plus, Conyers is very active in the community. Conyers Hardwood Flooring in Bristol. Call 850-643-6432 or 694-3447.
Back here in the top of the second, now that Don Morris has joined us, he'll appreciate this. I noticed that in between games, the young lady down here at the fence with the white hat and the black glasses, I believe, is Bianca Brown, who is a point guard for the FSU women's basketball team. I believe Jace Brown is her brother. I'm assuming that's who she's here watching, but I'm not sure. But knowing that Don Morris is a huge FSU fan, he'd appreciate that tidbit of info. She played basketball at Choctaw High School, led him to the regional finals. I'm with you, Tim Arnold, but good luck on us trying to convert Mr. Morris to the other side. As Team Shalimar will send up batters 6, 7, and 8 in Hines Wheeler, Jackson, and Morocco in a 2-0 lead for Shalimar. Again, a 2-run triple by Isaiah Johnson down the right field line. The difference. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. I believe Bianca Brown is a junior at Florida State. Now the pitch is a strike called. Give you an idea of the talent that Choctaw has on their girls basketball team. The young lady's name is Nadia Fingal, who's about Brown's age. She's now playing at Stanford. The pitch, swing and a miss. Only reason I know that because of my day job at sports editor at the Gulf Breeze News, my Gulf Breeze girls had to battle them. It was not fun. The pitch swung on and hit out of play to the right side. I actually took a picture of the scoreboard. Actually, Gulf Breeze in their district championship game, I believe it was 3 years ago, led 2-0. I had to get a picture of the scoreboard. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. Because they had a point guard going to Florida State, and a center going to Stanford on the same high school team. The 2-2 to Hines Wheeler is swung on, fouled out of play. So Hines Wheeler battling Cameron Odom here in the top of the second. So we are down to 4. We started with 10. We're down to 4. Marianna, Shalimar, San Antonio, and the host, Liberty County, as Odom gets strike 3 called for his 4th strikeout. Does have 4 strikeouts and 4 outs, but the 2 hits, including the 2-run triple, the difference in the early going, as Tristan Jackson, the second baseman, to the plate. I believe Donnie Brown is still the head coach at Choctaw. Girls basketball coach. Got to coach his daughter. Pitch is low for ball 1. Choctaw in Okaloosa County, as is Shalimar. Shalimar's not too far from Niceville, actually. Back in Okaloosa County. So they are the farthest, the westernmost team here. Shalimar. That is swung on and missed for strike 1. Marianna can't be no more than 30 minutes from here, so they're commuting each night, I would imagine. The pitch is a strike 3 called. So Odom now with 5 strikeouts in an inning and 2/3. But again, his Marianna squad in a rare spot here, trailing, as we said, for the first time in this tournament. As this is Marianna manager Mason Brock coming out. I don't know if he's pulling Odom right now. I guess he's just, oh yeah, he is. This is interesting. Despite striking out 5, and I guess he's nearing the 40 pitch mark, so they know that they're going to be here tomorrow anyway. Odom is pulled from the game. I believe this is going to be Brock taking his place, but we will see. Actually be Caleb Thomas. So number 24, Caleb Thomas, will take over on the mound. And while he warms up, we'll take us a break here on JockDive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the number 1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Bluntstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player, team, and umpire specials available.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Back here at Bristol, Florida, where Caleb Thomas will take over on the mound, as number 38, Cole Reagan, will take his spot at second. So it's now Harris, Brock, Reagan, and Spencer in the infield, with Caleb Thomas on the mound. Again, I believe Odom was pulled so he can stay under 40 pitches and be able to pitch tomorrow again, Marianna's coaches are saying, well, we're going to be here tomorrow. Don't want to burn him now because we're going to need him later. As Dylan Morocco, the right fielder, to the plate. And the pitch is a strike called. No one on here in this top of the second. Shalimar with the 2-0 lead on Marianna, which had given up only 1 run in its first 3 games. The pitch is swung on and missed. Pardon me, 0-2. We will be back here at 9 o'clock. Here on Field 2, San Antonio will get the winner of this one. To our right on Field 3, Liberty County will get the loser. Count 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Thomas strikes out the only batter he sees, as Marianna pitching has struck out 4 in a row. But the batter before that one was the 2-run triple by Isaiah Johnson. We will head to the bottom of the second. Marianna trailing 2-0 here in this winner's bracket game of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament, which you are listening to on JockJive.com.
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blountstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie.
David Jackson Summers is a candidate for Liberty County Judge. David is committed to the qualities we need in an office holder. He is dedicated, respectful, and will pursue progress. For the first time in 22 years, the people of Liberty County have a choice in who our county judge will be. Take the opportunity to vote David Jackson Summers for your county judge. Political advertisement approved and paid for by David Jackson Summers for county judge.
Back here in the bottom of the second, where Team Marianna will send up batters 8, 9, and 10. Parker Willis, Aaron Johnson, Jake Harris. Again, in a rare position for them, trailing. As Jace Brown, after loading the bases with 1 out, strikes out the next 2. Actually, it'll be Corey Williams leading off the bottom of second. Williams, Willis, and Johnson. So Brown got himself in trouble, then got himself out of it in a big, big spot here in the early going as he bends over looking in for the sign from his catcher, Carson Hines Wheeler. The pitch is a check swing, and it's a fair ball. Down the line, they'll throw to first and get him. It was a check swing by Johnson. He didn't mean to, but the bat went far enough out in front that not only did it make contact, but it stayed fair down the first base line. So it'll go 2-3 for out number 1. And if you're Shalimar, you'll take all the luck you can get. The way Marianna's played in this tournament. So the momentum is definitely in Shalimar's favor here in the early going. Parker Willis to the plate, number 2. Pitch is popped up. And I believe it's going to hit us, on top of the roof. And bounces over for strike 1. Again, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Hopefully there's going to be coffee downstairs. As the winner of this one will get San Antonio. And then at 1 o'clock, the championship. Now, there is a possibility that there will automatically be a game on Thursday as the ball is hit into right field and then mishandled by the right fielder. Off to the races. He's at second. He'll put the brakes on there. So a one-out double by Parker Willis. Apparently the ball took a funny hop out there in right field on Dylan Morocco as it bounced away from him as Parker Willis gets the extra base. Aaron Johnson, the center fielder, to the plate. Marianna looking to get some spark from the bottom half of its lineup. Brown looking in. Pitch from Brown is swung on and fouled out of play to the left. 1-1 the count. Again, only 3 games going on right now. This is the lone game in the majors, with the final games on the other 2 fields. The Okeechobee-Bartow game's the one to watch. The winner of that one will be heading to Lumberton, North Carolina. Pitch is low and away for a ball. Mentioned it a couple times already in the state of Florida. They obviously play machine pitch. So the state champion in the machine pitch can choose which bracket they want to play in down at Lumberton starting on July 28th. They could either be in machine pitch or coach pitch. The runner-up will get the other. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 down here with the runner at second is Parker Willis. In a 2-0 lead here for Shalimar. The pitch from Brown is swung on and tapped, and it rolls back fair. It was foul, and it rolled back fair. Another fortuitous bounce for Shalimar. 3 unassisted. As Johnson didn't run, thinking it was foul, and the ball spun back fair. So another bounce of good luck for the visiting squad from Okaloosa County. Willis does take third on the play as Jake Harris to the plate. The pitch from Brown is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1 the count as Cole Reagan hopes to bat this inning. He waits on deck. The 0-1 pitch is low and away. We're even at 1-1. Again, we started the tournament with 10. We are down to 4. Pitch swung on, popped up. Down the right side, 3 players running, and it is a foul ball. Good hustle there by the first and second baseman. That's Otten and Jackson with the long run, along with Morocco in right field. As the ball fell, from our vantage point in the press box, there's a stretch of foul ground that's obstructed by the dugout roof, and that's exactly where it went. So we had to wait for the umpire to make the call. So Brown, 1 pitch away from getting out of yet another jam. The 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. As I believe Sister Bianca out of her chair roars her approval. As Marianna has stranded 4 through 2 innings. To the top of the 3rd we go. Shalimar coming to bat, leading 2-0 against Marianna here in this winner's bracket game of the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Roberts & Roberts Construction, with offices on Sherman Avenue in Panama City, are proud supporters of Dixie Youth Baseball. Roberts & Roberts understand the importance of instilling the positive characteristics that team sports provide. The ability to work together for a common goal, pick a teammate up when they are down, and praise a job well done are traits that will serve the young athletes well throughout their lives. And at Roberts & Roberts Construction, we are proud of these young gentlemen and ladies.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol, where Shalimar will send up 10, 11, and 12 in Landon Rumfelt, Mikhail Johnson, Joshua Molman. Against the second pitcher of the day for Marianna, Caleb Thomas. Shalimar with the 2-0 lead. Again, the 2-out, 2-run triple by Isaiah Johnson is the difference so far. Between Odom and Thomas, they have struck out the last 4 Shalimar players. And the pitch from Thomas upstairs for ball 1. Do see some Liberty County players taking this one as well as some from San Antonio. Guess both teams looking for a scouting report of some kind. That is a strike called, 1-1. As both of those teams, San Antonio and Liberty County, will get one or the other early tomorrow at 9 a.m. The 1-1 is a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. In Landon Rumfelt, Mikhail Johnson, Joshua Molman, the bottom 3 batters in the lineup for Shalimar. The 1-2 pitch is low and in for ball 2. Again, all 12 batters in the Majors division here in Florida bat the first time around, and then it's cut down to the top 9. Then the coaches at their discretion can reinsert 10, 11, and 12 as hitters or runners down the stretch. It is strike 3 called. Strikeout number 5 in a row by Marianna pitching, and the 7th overall. So 7 outs, all via the strikeout. .47 strikeouts by Marianna pitching in the tournament. And the pitch is a strike called to Mikhail Johnson. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2. As Joshua Molman waiting on deck for Shalimar, the 0-2 pitch is strike 3 called. So 6 pitches, 6 strikes here in this top of the 3rd. 6 in a row and 8 for 8 for Odom and Thomas on strikeouts. 8 strikeouts. Joshua Molman to the plate. It is a swing and a miss, 0-1. So can Thomas throw 9 strikes in this inning? 7 for 7. The pitch is strike 2 called, 8 in a row. Can he complete the perfect inning? 9 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Headed home, it is swing and a miss for strike 3, so 9 strikes. The perfect inning for Caleb Thomas. And Marianna pitching, 9 outs, 9 by strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Marianna still looking up at Shalimar. It is 2-0 here in this winner's bracket final of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Florida Dixie Youth All-Stars Sheriff Eddie Joe White welcomes you to Liberty County. Sheriff White understands all the hard work that has brought you to Bristol and salutes your efforts. He and his staff of deputies and admin personnel wish you the very best. Win or lose, it's about sportsmanship and doing your best. Good luck from Sheriff Eddie Joe White, serving Liberty County with fairness and honesty.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park, where we want to remind you to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we are at Jock Jive, and on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. If you want to download a copy of any game of this week's tournament, it is only $5. Just email info@jockjive.com, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We will send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by either debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to keep for a lifetime. As Marianna will send up 11, 12, and 1 here in the bottom of the third. Cole Reagan, Sergio Womble, and Isaiah Spencer. Spencer, as we mentioned earlier, I believe it was last night, homered twice. And the pitch is inside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch is low and away for ball two. Marianna left the bases loaded in the first. They left a runner on third in the second. So 3 of their 4 stranded runners have been in scoring position. The 2-0 is a strike called. Can we mention some of the boys from the host team are down below taking in the ball game, as well as some San Antonio fans as well. So everybody getting a sneak peek at their opponent tomorrow morning. Swung on, hit down the right side, but that'll get foul out of play. 2-2. Again, Liberty County gets the loser of this one. San Antonio, the winner of this one. Again, Reagan, Womble, Spencer here in the bottom of the third as Reagan calls time. As Johnson peers in for the sign. The 2-2 is swung on, and it will drop into center field for a base hit. Oh, and it gets past the center fielder. Runner headed to second. He'll be standing with a double. As Johnson out there, I think, was trying to put the brakes on himself as he was running to his left and lost his footing, and the ball slipped behind him. So for the first time in this ball game, Marianna has the leadoff runner on as Sergio Womble to the plate. I think that happened last inning with Parker Willis when he hit a ball to right field and got past a fielder and allowed him to take an extra base, but Brown was able to get out of it. The pitch to Womble is up and in for ball one. The 1-0 is outside for ball two. So again, the state champion here from this age group will be headed to Lumberton, North Carolina, I believe on August the 4th for the start of the World Series. The pitch is a strike call. Now 2-1. Jock Jive will be there on both weekends for the machine pitch, coach pitch, starting on the 28th, and the AAA Majors and Ozone on August the 4th. The pitch swung on and missed. Now 2-2. And then after that, school starts. It goes by fast. The summer. The 2-2 from Brown is low and in. The count is full now at 3-2. Brown's 2-2 pitch is 3-2 pitch is low and away for ball 4. And Marianna has 2 on with nobody out. And Isaiah Spencer and his home run bat is coming to the plate. And the runners are Cole Reagan at second, Sergio Womble at first. The pitch swung on, fouled back by Spencer. Brady Brock waits on deck as Spencer steps out. As time is called, as Brock will run around to the on-deck circle, and the catcher, as the catcher is running over to talk to the manager, guess to make sure they're on the same page with the pitch selection. And with Isaiah Spencer at the plate, I don't blame you. 0-1. Brown looking in. The 0-1 pitch way outside for ball 2. Make it ball 1. It's 1-1. Spencer batting from the left side, and from the size of him, he looks like he's about 16 or 17. The 1-1 to Spencer is low for ball 2. And Spencer looks to get the count, and umpire tells him, yes, it is 2-1. 2-0 the score. A 2-run triple by Isaiah Johnson in the first inning, the difference so far, but Marianna threatening once again. The pitch is swung on and ripped to left field for a base hit. The runner will head for home. The throw coming into the infield, misses the cutoff man, and then the runner at first, or the first baseman, and 2 runs are going to score. We are tied. Spencer ends up at third. Again, a missed cutoff man, now huge for Shalimar. I guess you could call it a double, and advancing to third on the throw. And just like that, Marianna has tied it up. As the number 11 batter, Reagan, doubles and scores. The number 12 batter, Womble, walks and scores. And here in my crowd mic, we're back. As the catcher, Heinz Wheeler, having a talk with Brown. And we've noticed during this tournament, Spencer loves going the other way with the ball. Because, man, if he ever got one, he'd put it out on the street out there if he ever really got a hold of one. But he loves going oppo. His 2 home runs in the previous game were opposite field. He went opposite field on that double. Now standing at third, his time is called by Brady Brock. As we hit the 1 hour mark in our coverage of this one. Brown looking in. The pitch. Takes it for strike one. Nearly everybody leaning forward in their chairs right here. The 0-1, big swing and a miss. Big cut, it's 0-2. And a 2-run triple by Isaiah Johnson. A 2-run double by Isaiah Spencer. And we are knotted at 2. The 0-2 pitch is up and in for a ball. So Shalimar is committing here to Jace Brown, who's, imagine, has got to be over the 40 pitch mark. The pitch is up for ball 2. So after getting ahead 0-2, he's thrown 2 straight balls. As Cameron Odom waits on deck. The 2-2 to Brock is swung on, popped up out of play, lost the bat in the process. Flies behind him to the fence. Stays 2-2. And the winner of this one is 1 out away, or 1 win away from the championship game. Started with 10 on Saturday. We are down now to 4. The 2-2 pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Again, Cameron Odom, the original starting pitcher, waits on deck. As the momentum is swung back Marianna's way. The 3-2 pitch is strike 3 called. As again, Bianca Brown jumps up out of her seat. She's fired up. As Mason Braher, the Coach Brock down the third base line, is lighting into the home plate umpire. He's going to have to walk this one off. Boy, he is upset. He thought that was ball 4. And cooler heads have prevailed. He was burning a trench down that third base coach's box after that last pitch. Pitch to Cameron Odom is hit a mile high on the infield. Second base coming in, and makes the basket catch. Long run for Tristan Jackson, 2 down. As Jacoby Hall to the plate. Marianna left the bases loaded in the first, which of course means 2 in scoring position. They left a runner at third in the second. There's a runner at third here in the third as Jacoby Hall walked his first time. Waving that bat out front. The pitch gets away from the catcher, and Spencer will score up standing as Marianna has taken the 3-2 lead. And he didn't even need to slide. Because, yeah, like Tony Smith just said, it takes about 5 or 6 steps for him to get home. In Florida, baseball and track at the high school level run at the same time. I'm sure Marianna's track coach is going to do everything he can to get a hold of him. You can imagine him running the 100, the 200, the 4x1. That's a swing and a miss. So again, a pair of hits, a pair of doubles here in the third have Marianna back on top. As Hall swinging that bat, a little like Gary Sheffield back in the day. That one is low for ball 1. Count now 1-2. Marianna back on top here, a 3-run third. And the pitch is outside. Hall wagging that bat out in front. Brown's 2-2 pitch is swung on, back at the box, knocked down by Brown. He bare hands, fires to first, not in time. I believe that's going to be an infield hit. Hopefully Brown is okay, as he may have taken a shot off the forearm as that ball came back up through the box, and this is a huge moment here in this one. As the coaches are coming out and checking on him, as Brown is still sitting on the ground. Despite getting hit on the arm, he had the presence of mind to stick with the play and almost made the play, as his infield is going to check on him. That's one tough kid. So the infield single by Jacoby Hall brings Trenton DeFelix to the plate. Imagine they're going to let Jace Brown throw a couple pitches. His older sister Bianca with the hands on the fence, concerned about little brother. I can imagine in a household with a older sister playing Division I college basketball, you grow up real quick. That's some tough love, I'd imagine. As they're going to let him throw a couple of warm-up tosses here. And while he does that, we want to let you know Jock Jive Sports Productions works small events and large. From T-ball to the Toyota Center, youth sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN, we do it all. Find out how we can cover your team or event. Email info@jockjive.com. As Trent DeFelix to the plate, he struck out swinging his first time. Runner at first here with 2 outs. The pitch inside for a ball. Caleb Thomas hoping to bat this inning. He waits on deck. Marianna has plated 3 here in the bottom of the third to retake the lead. It is a ball low. Actually, it's not retake. Take the lead for the first time as Shalimar with a 2-run triple in the bottom of the first took a 2-0 lead. It was the first time all tournament Marianna has trailed. The 2-0 is hit a mile high on the infield. First base coming in, pitcher coming over, and the first baseman, had it pop out of the glove, and he held on as Ben Otten had Brown almost collide into him, but the first baseman holds on for out number 3. So we are halfway home here in the final game of the winner's bracket. The 2 lone unbeatens locked in a battle here with Marianna leading 3-2. And you're listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
Back here to the top of the fourth, Shalimar will send the top of the lineup to the plate. Jace Brown, Aaron Rowell, and Ben Otten. So we'll see if Jace Brown is going to be all right swinging the bat. Again, that last half inning, he deflected a line drive shot, one hopper back to him, and nearly made the play as he got hit and from his rear tried to make a throw to first base. Pitch to Brown, big swing and a miss, 0-1. Is Caleb Thomas now the pitcher of record for Marianna, now on top 3-2. As Bianca with the cell phone out, watching little bro, and takes strike two. So Jace is, I want to say, the youngest of three because there is another basketball playing Brown in after Bianca. The pitch is a swing and a miss for strike three. Don't know if the other Brown is playing college basketball, but I do know Bianca's at Florida State. As Aaron Rowell, who struck out looking in the top of the first, will stroll to the plate. Rowell struck out looking his first time as again, the strikeout to Brown. All 10 outs have been recorded via the K. So Marianna back to its old tricks. And I believe that last strikeout is number 50 in the tournament in 3.5 games. They had 17 in their opener out of 18 outs. The pitch, ground ball, back at the box. The pitcher knocks it down, recovers to first in time as Thomas actually got his arm in the way. He got turned sideways, and I think he took a ball right off the pitching arm as manager Mason Brock will go check on his pitcher. He got turned sideways on the follow-through, and the ball hit him in the arm, but kept in front of him. So that is the first non-strikeout of the game by Shalimar batters. It is Rowell going 1-3 as Ben Otten will come to the plate, but now Thomas will get a chance to throw some warm-up pitches. I believe, like I said, on the follow-through, it got him on the pitching hand, and his teammates give him pats on the butt and high fives, and he'll get back to it. Otten struck out looking in the first inning. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. We've got a really good one going here tonight. The 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike two. As Thomas in the third inning threw 9 strikes. That's a flawless inning right there. The 0-2 is up and in for ball one. Thomas came in with 2 outs in the second, and he's been dealing ever since. His at-bats are strikeout, 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 ground out to the pitcher. As he looks to record strikeout number 11 here in the fourth inning. The pitch is just outside. Curling around that outside corner, it's 2-2. As Joshua Knoll hopes to bat, he waits on deck. The 2-2 pitch is outside. Count is now full. The only walk by Marianna pitching tonight was the 2-out walk to Knoll. He came around to score. The payoff pitch here is swung on and missed for strike 3. So 11 strikeouts in 12 outs for Marianna pitching. As we will head to the bottom of the 4th, Marianna looking to add to a 3-2 lead. And again, you are listening to the final game in the winner's bracket of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
When those taste buds are demanding delicious, make it the Cookhouse Restaurant in Blountstown. From steaks to sandwiches, cooks will have those buds saying, oh yeah. There's prime rib, crab legs, a variety of seafood and steaks, soup and salad bar, a complete dessert menu and ice cream bar, and more. The Cookhouse Restaurant is open 10 to 8 Monday through Thursday, till 9 on Friday and Saturday, and open at 7 a.m. Saturday for breakfast. The Cookhouse Restaurant is located on Main Street North. Player team and umpire specials available.
Back here in Bristol, where I can echo the praises of the Cookhouse Restaurant. We went there Friday before the tournament started in Blountstown. Got the unlimited soup and salad bar with some of what they call chicken toppers. My original thought was to cut them up and put them on top of the salad, but they were awfully good by themselves. Some nice seasoning there, and they weren't some wimpy pieces of chicken. They were fat. Get your money's worth. As Marianna here in the bottom of the 4th will send up Thomas, Williams, and Willis, looking to add some insurance to a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Shalimar with 2 in the top of the 1st. Marianna answers with a 3 spot in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch is swung on, popped up, right field. Right fielder drifting into his right and will make the catch. That is Dylan Morocco for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Corey Williams, the right fielder of the plate, grounded on it on a very unique play. He hit a ball down the first base line. He didn't run, and sure enough, the ball twisted back fair. So it was 2-3. The pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. He was all over that pitch. Well, a tip of the cap to Jace Brown as he has kept Marianna in the ballpark tonight. They have struck out 4 times, while Shalimar has struck out 11 of the 12 times. And out has been recorded, 1-1. Again, we will have to hurry back to the rental house and get to sleep because we'll be up here at 9 a.m. Eastern time. The pitch is a swing and a miss, 1-2, which means even earlier for the owner, Robert Williamson, and myself, since we're used to the Central Time. So that means sleeping pills tonight, a lot of coffee tomorrow. The 1-2 to Williams is hit into center field. The shortstop drifting out, and will make the basket catch for out number 2. As Marianna has not gone down in order yet tonight. Shalimar hoping that's the case here in the 4th as Parker Willis hit a double in the 2nd inning. The number 8 batter in the Marianna lineup. Once again, San Antonio awaits the winner. The host, Liberty County, the loser. Good showing by the host, as they will finish no worse, tied for 3rd. Strike call. Of course, Liberty County got a bid at berth at state by being the host. But they're showing that they belong with the big boys here who all had to win their districts to get here. The pitch up and in for ball one. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Just looking at one of these trophies here up in the press box at Liberty County. Seems that every other year they host baseball. They hosted softball here last year and apparently hosted every single state tournament in Florida. The 0-2 is swung on. Chopper over the pitcher's head. Second base has to charge. He's got it over to first. Put it in his pocket. That's going to be an infield hit for Parker Willis. It was a long run from deep in the hole by Tristan Jackson and was unable to make a throw. So the 2-out single for Parker Willis, who is 2 for 2, as Aaron Johnson, the number 9 batter, to the plate. The full head of hair out of the back of the bottom of the helmet. And he's choking up on the bat just a little bit, a couple inches. Pitch to Johnson upstairs. Pulled Wheeler out of his crouch. If you're catchers on both of these teams, you do not want to give up extra bases on wild pitches because they will make you pay. Brown has gone the distance so far. He throws the 1-0, a gorgeous curveball, but misses. A lot of movement on that one. It's 1-1. The 1-1 low into the dirt. Nice block by the catcher on the backhand. Count now 2-1. Could this be a prelude of the state championship game? Of course, San Antonio and Liberty County will still have something to say about that. It is a strike as Johnson, I guess, thought he had drawn the walk, and now we'll have a 3-2 pitch headed his way. The runner at first is Parker Willis. And the payoff pitch from Brown is, did it hit him? Nope. He spun out of the way, but it was obviously inside for ball 4. So Brown at first. Willis to second for Isaiah Spencer, which is probably the last player you want to see at the plate with runners on base. And could this be it, as I believe this is Reggie Stalker heading out there. Could be Donnie Brown, but we'll see if. And it looks like the younger Brown has already put the ball in his teammates' hands. So a great effort by Jace Brown, keeping this game competitive and keeping Marianna in the ballpark. So we're going to have a new pitcher, and we'll have it for you when we get back here on JockJive.com.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Florida Dixie Youth All-Stars, Sheriff Eddie Joe White welcomes you to Liberty County. Sheriff White understands all the hard work that has brought you to Bristol and salutes your efforts. He and his staff of deputies and admin personnel wish you the very best. Win or lose, it's about sportsmanship and doing your best. Good luck from Sheriff Eddie Joe White, serving Liberty County with fairness and honesty.
back here in Bristol, where Joshua Knoll has taken over the pitching duties, and I believe Brown will take his place at short. Pardon me. Just a reminder, coming this summer on jockjive.com. Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Cal Ripken World Series, Georgia Park and Recreation Championships, SWAC Media Day, and a whole lot more. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to come back often to jockjive.com. So Marianna looking to put up some insurance runs. Again, what has got to be the biggest at-bat of this ball game coming up here with Knoll facing Isaiah Spencer, who we mentioned has home run power. What's even more impressive, it's opposite field power. I don't think he's pulled a ball the whole tournament. He loves going the other way with it, as we see the left fielder out there, Trey Edwards, look like he's about 10 feet from the temporary fence out there. Definitely the no doubles defense. Looks like the Shalimar defense is playing deep all around in the outfield. As Knoll gets ready to pitch to the lefty, Isaiah Spencer. And the pitch is strike one. Brown flew out to left and hit a two-run double to third, in the third, that tied the ball game. He eventually scored on a wild pitch. He is the difference in the ball game. Knoll with the 0-1 is low and away for ball one. I mean, we're up here in the press box. Isaiah Spencer looks huge from here. I mean, like I said, he looks like he's at least a junior in high school. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2. Again, and all this has happened with 2 outs. The 2-out infield hit by Parker Willis, the 2-out walk to Aaron Johnson. But Shalimar a strike away from getting out of it. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit a ton to center field, but the center fielder is charging. Oh, and it bounces out of his glove. Oh, my goodness. A costly error plates 2 more runs, and it is 5-2. The ball was in the glove of Aaron Johnson, and it squirts out. My goodness. Huge error as Willis scores and Johnson scores. Surprising with those strides of Spencer that he's not standing on third. As Brady Brock to the plate. The first pitch of the third pitch that Knoll throws is dropped in the outfield. The pitch is a strike call. It's a 3-run lead for Marianna's. Got to feel like it's about 6 right now with the way they've been throwing the baseball. The 0-1 is low and away. 1-1. Again, Spencer, the runner at second. He's been on base twice. The pitch is swung on, and it is a line drive caught by the second baseman. Good hustle there, Tristan Jackson. But damage done, a dropped ball in center field plates 2 more for Marianna. We are through 4. We will head to the top of the 5th when we get back. Marianna now on top 5-2. And again, you are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB Majors State Tournament here on jockjive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
As we head to the top of the 5th, the other games going on at the moment. Bartow up 10-6 against Okeechobee, as Okeechobee looking to punch their ticket to Lumberton, while Shalimar holds on to an 11-9 lead over Blountstown as they look to make it to the championship game in the B division. Spring Hill has already punched their ticket to the World Series. They're in the championship game of the traditional division. They play at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Holmes County in the driver's seat in the B division as they await the Blountstown Shalimar winner in the B division final. As Caleb Thomas will go back to work for Marianna, now with a 3-run lead on a huge error that plates 2 runs with 2 outs. And some needed breathing room for Marianna as Joshua Knoll will swing and miss. First pitch he sees. Between Odom and Thomas, they have struck out 11 of the 12 outs. The pitch is a strike called, now 0-2. Knoll drew a 2-out walk and scored on the 2-run triple by Isaiah Thomas, who is on deck. The 0-2 is strike 3 called. I think I've heard that before. Strikeout number 12 out of 13 outs. As Isaiah Johnson, who had the 2-run triple, nice piece of hitting as he sliced one down the right field line, rolled all the way to the fence and ended up on third. That is the lone offense for Shalimar tonight. As he waits the first pitch, he swings and fouls one out of play. Again, Johnson and then Trey Edwards waiting on deck. The pitch. Chopper to the shortstop. He has it over to first, and he beats it out. Good hustle there by Isaiah Johnson. The ball kind of rode up on the shortstop, Brock. So he had to clutch it near his chest and then get into a throwing motion, but good speed there by Isaiah Johnson, beating out the infield hit. He now has 2 hits. He's 2 for 2. Much needed base runner for Shalimar as out comes manager Mason Brock, and that will be it for Caleb Thomas. Try to get a guesstimate on how many pitches he threw. As number 4, Isaiah Spencer will now go in to pitch. We'll be back here in just a moment here on JockJive.com.
When you need well drilling or pump service, you need Bassford. Proudly serving the Panhandle for 50 years, Bassford works with contractors, home builders, and individual homeowners. Thomas Bassford is dedicated to providing you with top-of-the-line products and service to ensure long-lasting results. For all your well construction or repair needs, see Bassford Well Drilling and Pump Service. Our pumps are premium products that have been tested and proven to be the best available. Call 850-526-3913 or 363-0501.
So it wasn't a pitch count at all. Thomas threw all of 26 pitches over, looks like 3 2/3. So they're bringing the long arm of Isaiah Spencer to close the door on this one. So he'll have to get the last 5 outs to keep Marianna undefeated. Johnson, who's at first, has 2 of his team's 3 hits. The big hit in the first inning, the 2-run triple, and then legs out an infield single. And the ball bounced up, and Brock didn't field it cleanly. It was more like a block, like a whole hockey goalie block. Got it near the chest, but then couldn't get a clean throw to first in time. That is swung on and fouled out of play by the left-handed hitting Trey Edwards, who struck out swinging in the first. Again, the only game in the Majors division going on right now. Win or lose, both of these teams will be playing tomorrow at 9 a.m. The pitch is a ball low. It is 1-1. And San Antonio gets the winner. The host team, Liberty County, gets the loser. So the host team, who earned an automatic bid to state, will finish no worse than tied for third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Now 1-2. As it's closing in on 10 o'clock here in Bristol, Florida. The 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is 13 of the 14 outs registered by the K, as number 8 is Carson Hines-Wheeler, who struck out looking his first time. As Spencer fires a strike. My goodness. I want to say Ray Glisson, I think he does have his little handheld radar gun. I'd be curious to see what he's throwing. Swung and fouled down the right side. Yeah, it's one of those little handheld devices. I would love if he came up here before the end of the game so we could find out how hard Spencer is throwing. Down there with Tim Arnold and others as he's starting to draw a crowd with his radar gun. The 0-2 is strike 3 called. So Spencer works around the infield hit. 15 outs, 14 by the strikeout. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. Marianna looking for insurance. 69 miles an hour. Thank you, Ray. He looked up here and he read my mind. 69 miles an hour by a 12-year-old. To the bottom of the 5th we go here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
At Conyers Hardwood Flooring, we want you walking all over us. Conyers has been serving the Big Bend area since 2005 and provides all types of flooring materials and labor. Conyers Hardwood Flooring does nail-down installation, sand and finish hardwood floors, refinish existing hardwood floors, and more. Plus, Conyers is very active in the community. Conyers Hardwood Flooring in Bristol. Call 850-643-6432 or 694-3447.
Back here in Bristol, Florida, where just bumping around on Facebook in between innings. See a post on one of these groups, one of these lost and found groups. Somebody on my Facebook list lost their high school diploma. How in the world do you lose something like that? I just messaged her. We're hoping to get. I'll be curious to see what the answer is. How the world do you lose your high school diploma? It was found on a road, on the side of a road. How does that happen? Anyway, bottom of the fifth here to be Cameron Odom, Jacoby Hall, Trent DeFelix, batters 3, 4, and 5, as Joshua Knoll will try to keep it close for Shalimar's final bat. Again, 69 miles an hour by a 12-year-old. That's Isaiah Spencer. And again, it's, that's got to be the equivalent of 90 miles an hour on a major league mound. Because obviously these mounds are a lot closer. Which means you pretty much have to have your mind made up to swing almost the minute it comes out of his hand. And then you add the fact that, he's a left-hander and he's got long arms. It's imagining what major leaguers had to deal with Randy Johnson when he pitched back in the day, as Cameron Odom to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. The pitch is a strike called. So Shalimar will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up in the top of the 6th. The pitch is low and away for ball 1. So in a little less than 12 hours, I guess it's 11 hours, we will be back here. So just enough time to get those 8 hours in. The pitch swung on, hit a ton down the right side. Right fielder giving chase. It is a foul ball. And it just landed, as we mentioned earlier, the overhang on the dugout down both sides kind of obstructs the line, more so down the right side from our vantage point, and it must have fallen foul no more than a couple of feet. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled, I think off the catcher's mask. But Hines Wheeler seems to be all right. And 9 a.m. We'll be back here with the winner of this one taking on San Antonio, the winner advancing to the championship game at 1 o'clock. So teams will have about an hour's rest in between the games. The pitch is swung on and missed for the strikeout. 1 out for Jacoby Hall. Hall with a walk in an infield single. Brown wagging that bat out in front. Now he'll step out. As the pitch is swung on and hit well to center field. The center fielder running into his left. Does he make the catch? Yes, he does. Nice job. A long run there by Isaiah Johnson for out number 2. Now that Don Morris is here, quick question. When a ball is swung and dropped on a strike 3, the runner cannot advance to first in the majors? Okay. In O-zone. Okay, thank you. I thought it was a case where maybe the batter had already taken a few steps toward the dugout, but he cannot advance in any situation here in the majors. In the O-zone, you can. So thank you, Don, for that clarification, as Trent DeFelix to the plate. And he swings and misses. Strike 1. Marianna has not gone down in order tonight. They've had a base runner in every half inning. Unfortunately, not the case for Shalimar, as the pitching staff has continued to mow him down. Strike 2. So according to my count, that is 54 strikeouts in 4 games by Marianna. And that is just unreal. Pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is out number 3. And Shalimar down to its final 3 outs. We'll have it for you when we get back. Here in the winner's bracket final of the 2018 Florida DYB Major State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back here at Veterans Memorial Park here in Bristol, Florida, where Isaiah Spencer is looking to close the door on this one. As between himself, Caleb Thomas, and the starter Cameron Odom have struck out 14 of the 15 outs here so far. I believe it was their opening win over Holmes County. They struck out 17 of the 18 outs they faced, as they could tie that here. And the only non-strikeout, a 1-3 ground out by Rowell in the 4th. Here it'll be Tristan Jackson, Dylan Morocco, then back to the top with Jace Brown. Both teams will live to fight tomorrow morning, but the question is where in the bracket. These squares around a button, goes after it, strike 1. As we see Ray Glisson down there with his radar gun again. Strike 2 called. I haven't seen one of those little radar guns that looks like a cell phone. The pitch is, did he go around? Apparently he did not. And they checked to see if he ran around. Base umpire says no, he did not. So 1-2. So another chance here for Tristan Jackson, who struck out looking back in the 2nd. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 strikeouts in a row for Spencer. And that makes 15 out of 16. As Dylan Morocco to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The pitch is a strike 2. Gets under the catcher. Jace Brown waiting on deck. Brown has 1 of his team's 3 hits. Isaiah Johnson had the 2-run triple in the first. He has the other 2. The 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. 4 in a row for Spencer. And 16 out of 17. As Marianna's looking to tie their effort against Holmes County. I'll have to check when we get to the World Series at Lumberton what the World Series record is for strikeouts by a staff. Because if this was World Series, Marianna would be pushing it. The pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. And Jace Brown with a valiant effort on the mound before Marianna took the 3-2 lead. Single, stole second, scored the first, struck out in the fourth. Swung on and fouled out of play. So Marianna is 1 strike away. As Aaron Rowell hopes to bat, he waits on deck. The 0-2 from Spencer is swung on, popped out of play. So Brown gets another crack at it. Well, either way, unless Shalimar makes a comeback here, actually it's physical or mathematically impossible. Marianna will be held to single digits for the first time in this tournament. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled to the right side. So Brown battling hard against the much taller, much bigger Isaiah Spencer. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So for the second time in this tournament, Marianna has struck out 17 out of possible 18 batters as he hits 70 on the last pitch. My word. Thank you, Ray Glisson, down below. 70 miles an hour. So that'll do it here. Your final score, Marianna 5 and Shalimar 2. So Marianna stays unbeaten. They will get San Antonio here at 9 a.m. on Field 2. Next to me on Field 3, Robert Williamson will have Shalimar and Liberty County. So at 10:15 here in the East, we will call it a night and be back in about, 9.5 hours or so for day 5, 10 a.m. Everybody move to 10 a.m.? Okay, thank you, Robert Williamson. Before I signed off, 10 a.m. Now, I'm not sure if that means the 1 o'clock games get pushed back to 2, but we'll keep you informed. Again, like us on Facebook so you can keep track of all these scores and game changes. So get an extra hour of sleep, it sounds like. 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow for Marianna and San Antonio. Marianna with a win will play for the state championship. So that'll do it from here at Veterans Memorial Park in Bristol. Jason Thompson signing off, wishing you, wherever you tuned in tonight, a pleasant evening.